Nikocado Avocado has lost a lot of weight.
He looks good.
He looks great with the shirt on. I guarantee you that guy looks like a fucking road map when he takes that shirt off. I want to see the stretch marks. Give me a look. I bet he had to fucking staple his nipples back on. There's no fucking way that guy isn't walking around with like a deflated air mattress attached to his chest or just fucking flappy skin, his tits tucked into his socks. All right? Either that's going on or he's gotten it all removed and stapled back on. He looks like Frankenstein.
Is it possible to lose all that weight and not have loose skin? Like if he just didn't eat anything and did a water fast for 2 years?
They have actually done studies where very obese people can not eat food and survive off their own fat as long as they take supplements, and I think they have to have a lot of salt and electrolytes. There's some study they did where they just took like 100 really fat people and they just gave them like a supplement concoction and they felt like shit for like a week, and then all of a sudden their body just figured it out and then they just shrunk. Probably not very healthy, but possible.
He also...
But not you would have the skin. I mean, he was fucking huge. His belly was like out to here, man. He would have so much skin. I reckon it was Ozempic and working out and diet and stuff.
Did he become more gay?
I feel like when he was fat, he was doing it as a bit. So if you don't know, Nikocado Avocado, he's one of the generational talents of YouTube. And his ability was, his special talent was eating a lot of food while being obnoxiously annoying and looking like a piece of shit who would throw tantrums on camera and people would hate watch it. And I never got into it. Literally one of the only things of Nikocado that I've actually consumed as a viewer is when Keelan and I looked at his OnlyFans one day and Keelan almost vomited. Like, that's actually the extent of what I know about Nikocado is I cannot watch mukbangs. It's disgusting. I turn it on, I hear the chewing, I have to turn it off. It's foul. I don't know how anyone can watch it. And I'm not just saying this because a lot of people doing the mukbangs are fat. I also can't look at the skinny Japanese women that do it either. I can't look at it. I hate it. People fucking chewing with their mouth open at dinner. If they were a video, I would close it. I don't know. It's yuck. You ever see those travel documentaries where they go to cultures where table noises are not rude and people are like slurping and burping and shit? I like it. Like, it makes me, like, that's one of the only things that makes me racist. One of the only things that makes me go, you know what? Some cultures are wrong. But just with the food noises, I don't like it. It's not good. Anyway, I just can't watch the mukbang stuff, so I've not consumed much of his stuff other than when me and Keelan looked at his prolapsed asshole on OnlyFans and Keelan almost fucking vomited. Like, you had such a visceral gut reaction to seeing the inside of Nikocado's guts that I was like, oh, that's what I look like when I watch a mukbang. It was foul.
I can't even remember what we looked at because we didn't pay for it. It was just
I could bring
Google.
it up.
Yeah, I think I might have a look.
Yeah, I know exactly what it's like. You know when you like those old flat screen TVs, if you left it on too long, paused, it burns into the screen. I've got one of those in my memory of his asshole. What happens if I just Google Nikocado asshole? Images.
I just saw a picture of his... Oh, that's right. I remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yuck. See, I don't know why I can look at this, but I can't watch him eat food.
I just got transported back to Tasmania.
Bring me back. Right. So Nikocado was like, what? Looks 200 kilos? Maybe. He's pretty short, though. 150. Fucking huge. All right? Big fatty, fat. Massive. And what he did was he just revealed just this week that he's actually really skinny now, but he had been posting pre-recorded videos where he's morbidly obese, talking about how he's been trying to lose weight and failing and starting a diet and quitting a diet so that he could eat 30,000 calories of instant noodles and shit like that, and just making an absolute fool of himself. He was running an OnlyFans where he was posting whole, and then he's just come back and he's gone 2 steps ahead. I'm always 2 steps ahead. Head shaved like Dr. Evil with leukemia, very underweight. He's gone the opposite way. And he's saying that, like, direct quote, this has been one of the greatest social experiments of my life. Nick, what was the social experiment? Like, what's the experiment? You were really gross and fat and looked really gross and fat and people went yuck? What's the experiment? What are people going to do if I get really yucky and fat and act obnoxious and start to kill myself with food? Will people tell me that I'm killing myself with food and that I need to go on a diet? What's the experiment? I don't get it. What part, like, where do I, like, how am I the one getting tricked when you're the one fucking eating hot Cheeto noodles and posting your own prolapsed asshole on OnlyFans? Where have I been tricked? Because all I've done is looked at that and gone, yuck. You're the one who's got so many fucking stretch marks, they probably look like a fucked up Sharon ball that you gave to your dog.
Oh, come on.
What?
It's very...
I'm the one that's been tricked? You look like a deflated AFL football that the dogs chewed up. There's no way that I'm the fucking idiot in this situation. Show me the inside of your legs, mate. I bet there's fucking scar tissue, but like there and on your nuts from your thighs rubbing together. I'm the idiot. 2 steps ahead. You couldn't take 2 steps for 2 years, cunt. I feel like the clip of the politician that I watched at the start of the podcast has poisoned my mind for the rest of it, and this is bordering on mean.
Bordering.
Guys, buy a t-shirt. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. loosebeers.com. The pizza parlor's open. I tell you who'll be there front. You know what's also fucked? Is that he's posted this video. I'm 2 steps ahead. I've tricked you. I tricked you into thinking that I was fat. Like, it would be funny if he was wearing a fat suit and like he wasn't actually fat, but he fucking was. Oh, you guys thought I was destroying my body? Guess what? I was planning on losing weight. All right, that's every fat person on earth. Yeah, I'll lose weight later. Except the only difference is you're posting whole and they weren't. Although it's so impressive, the amount of weight that he's lost, however he did it, whether it was Ozempic or whatever, however he did it, it's amazing. Super impressive. But you know what? Thinking about it, not that surprising to see so much discipline from a guy who's a classically trained violinist. Like, have you heard him play the violin? Beautiful, amazing, undeniably majestic. And you need to practice so much to get good at violin. I played violin all through primary school and high school, and I practiced a lot, and I got kind of good. And that was so difficult. And you have to practice all the time. If I touched the violin now, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I can't play violin anymore because I didn't practice for 2 weeks once and then it was gone. So not only does he have the discipline to become and maintain that level of skill at the violin, he also has the discipline to wake up every day for like a year or 2 years and eat the most foul food you've ever seen in your life, to the point where he becomes grotesquely obese. That's discipline, all right? A lot of you lazy fatties are getting big off Big Macs, all right? Deep fry 30 Big Macs, eat that until you vomit on camera, and then post rim. That's discipline. That's tough. But now he's lost the weight. You know what he's doing? Mukbangs. He's going to go, you know what I would love? This is how you would actually get me, all right? I don't feel like I've been tricked by looking at a fat guy and going, oh, he's going to die of a heart attack if he keeps doing this. He should lose weight. Like that, I don't feel like I've been tricked. If, however, though, in about 2 weeks, he releases another video where he's fat again, that would be great. That'd be awesome. If, like, he went skinny, like he took a year to get skinny, he filmed his gotcha video, then spent a year getting fat, filmed his fat video, drops it in 2 days, I would end the podcast. That's a good one.
There's a Russian guy who is a fitness influencer who got really fat, got Nikocado fat to prove that he could lose all the weight.
I've heard of this.
In about a year, he lost all the weight, but now you're right, he's got that leftover tummy like skin.
Yeah.
But what he was doing at the time was filming a bunch of videos while he was morbidly obese, and as he got skinnier, would do like match cuts within the videos. So he'd be dancing, kind of like what Nikocado is doing. He'd be dancing as a fatty, and then it would cut to him in the same position, dancing skinny.
Cool.
So maybe that's what Nikado's trying to do.
That's like I have this this idea of like there's this idea in my head of like, man, I want, like, do you reckon I could get addicted to heroin and quit?
Yeah, I know.
Like it's you know that I mean, at least those two are making some money out of it. Very high stakes to start heroin and then try and quit. Maybe quit. Because you can't vlog that, can you? Day 1 of heroin. Day 3 of heroin. All right, can you guys do it into my Patreon? I need a fucking shot of H. And then you'd never see me again. I sold my phone and my camera. So I hope that we get to watch him become fat again. Like, what do you reckon is the end goal of this now? You reckon he's just going to do it again? That's boring.
Nah.
I would love to see him get jacked. Like if he did like a Sam Sulek thing. If he just dropped the character entirely. Because he's actually in a spot now where he could fucking... Because guarantee you, all these people watching these mukbangs religiously are big fat losers. If he could grab all those people and go, come with me, let's do it together, he could actually become a massive fitness influencer, make even more money. And if he's then also hot, I bet he could charge a premium on those whole pics.
He is very funny.
He is.
I have never really watched any of his videos other than like the Nikocado Avocado fan pages, and they just release the highlights of his videos.
Yeah, I see them come up on TikTok every now and then, but if they include him eating, I have to skip. So TikTok has just learned, I don't show him that. He thinks it's yuck.
I love him. He's not fat. It's just water weight.
That is funny. Him insisting that it's water weight. How funny would it be though? Like, obviously this didn't happen, but do you reckon a few fat influencers have like had this idea and then failed losing the weight?
Yeah.
Like what's ultimately very impressive about it is the weight loss. Like that's the crazy thing. And also keeping it a secret for so long as well. Although if that guy wasn't wearing the red t-shirt and he was 100 kilos lighter with a shaved head, you just wouldn't. Especially if he's still uploading. You know, people was it you that was telling me that he was doing cameos and there were like rumors of him losing weight because you can't pre-record cameos. I would know because I've got a cameo. You can Google it. But although if you do order a cameo, and I look really obese, just don't worry about it. Irrelevant. Yeah, so there were rumors circulating on the internet. Oh, I think he's lost weight. People going, you're acting crazy, man.